What's up, you guys? Long time no see. Happy Wednesday night. How you doing, brother? How you doing tonight? At the
I'm
first
good.
and 10
So,
NFL New York Jets podcast.
Kev, now it's been about 70 some odd hours. Last night we both went on a rant. How are you feeling today? Not about the Jets, yourself. Like, how are you feeling as what you had to say? Do you want to take anything back? Do you want to add anything to last night?
Nah,
Yeah.
just another. It's just that we're so used to this. It's like
Yeah.
in our fabric as Jet fans. We're so used to this. It's ridiculous. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like it comes as a surprise. I
Yeah.
mean, it did. I didn't think we'd be this bad, but
Yeah. Yeah. Now, Kevin, I don't know if you had time today. I only saw what was snippets on Instagram, X, and whatever. Is it just me, or is Aaron Glenn starting to sound like a pompous ass?
yes, that's what I said last
Right?
night. That's what I said last
No,
night. I
I, I,
said
I
during
I
the
know.
summer, this guy, I mean, listen, I loved him as a player. Okay, I think that
Yeah,
like most of us are giving him the benefit of the doubt here because
yeah, yes,
he was a
yes,
good
yes,
Jet. Okay,
yes,
during the summer, like it made sense. It was refreshing to hear some of the stuff he was saying. Accountability, this, that,
yes.
okay, aggressive. We're going to be aggressive, tough team. All right, but now as adversity hits like this, your press conferences, you sound like an ass sometimes. You really do.
Yeah.
I mean, I you're being your maybe you're being yourself. I get it. Okay, all right, but still, some of this shit is unreal. I
Kevin,
stand there and
that
I scratch my head like I never heard
yes,
anybody talk like this.
yes. Yes, and Kevin, I remember, and I always like to tell a little story or whatever. I remember Herman Edwards saying a long time ago, before you tweet anything out there, give it 24 hours, and if you
just like
still
just
feel
like
that way,
before you just like before you respond to someone in
yeah,
everyday life,
yeah,
chill out.
give it 20, yes, give it 24 hours, and if you still feel that way, then go on and say what you're going to say. What I don't like with Aaron Glenn is that 90% of the fan base, and it might even be higher than numbers, is complaining that we don't throw the ball enough. We don't go downfield enough. We don't throw screens enough. You heard from every big wig analyst you can think of, from Orslowski to Olson to Kurt Warner to Schlereth to whoever you could think of, telling you that was the dumbest 48 seconds after the
Yes,
fake punt that they seen in
yes.
football history. And you're still today trying to justify what you did or what you didn't do or what you should have did.
And the end of the game, you needed one play. One play. That's all you needed was one more play.
Yeah, yeah.
One more play. And
And
the last thing you could do is take a sack. What do you do? Take a sack.
yeah.
I
And Kevin, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. And
again, I mean, we're just repeating the same things. I mean, your quarterback
yeah,
stunk all day. Run
yeah,
the ball. Run the ball on 3rd and 8. Run it up the middle. So you
yeah,
get 3 yards. You get 4. You're still 3 yards
yeah,
closer. You're 3 yards
yeah.
closer.
Especially,
Run
especially
your
at that, yeah.
Send your kicker out there and win the game.
Especially at that point in the final minute of the fourth quarter,
Mhm.
you're already at a -10. Did you think? Did you think
Yeah,
after
right,
all
right,
afternoon,
right.
after
Oh,
59
all of a
of
sudden, here
59, yeah,
the eyes
59
are going to
minutes of
open.
football,
He's going to wake up, and Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It's
yeah.
gonna look like Johnny
And I'm sorry,
Unitas.
like, yeah, and I'm sorry, like, I know. I said last night, like Kurt Warner was trying to prove some things wrong, but again, I see people posting again today showing you Mason, Taylor Mason, blah, 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 Mason Taylor wide open on one play. Well, your quarterback has to have the balls to thread that needle. And if he's not going to thread the needle, he can't play in this league. That's why Brett
Did you
Favre
hear
was
him
known
today?
as the gunslinger. What's that?
Did you hear the quarterback today? I guess I could be
Yeah,
more
he said
aggressive.
he was gun shy. He said he was gun
I
shy.
guess I could be a little bit more aggressive. You think?
Then,
Do you think?
yeah, yeah. But Kevin, that to me says right away, I can't win with you. You're gonna have to sit on the bench.
You think maybe you could be a little more, yeah, in hindsight, maybe I should be a little more how about you just throw the
Yeah,
ball? Aggressive. How
seriously.
about aggressive? How about you just throw it in 3 seconds?
Yeah. And Kevin, it's not that me and you are football geniuses. Everybody who watched the Jets knows it. Everybody, everybody is screaming. Go long, open up the passing game. And I believe one of the reporters there asked Glenn that, and maybe I'm quoting him wrong, or maybe I didn't hear it right. Did he not say that's not our style of football? We don't go down the field
I don't
like
know.
that. You
I
don't
didn't.
go down the field at all. There's no way
Did you
he
hear?
could have said that
Listen.
quote.
Did you
He had
hear?
to hear that wrong.
Did you hear Baldinger when he said
Yeah,
announce the announcers? He said us in the booth. He said the fans, the players were all like, "What are we doing here? What are we doing?
yeah, yeah.
What
And
are
you
you
can't tell
doing?"
me yeah. And you can't tell me he hasn't lost the locker. I can't see how he's lost. You could
You
already
can't
hear it in
tell
Brees Hall's
me
voice.
you can't tell me that
Right.
there's not guys talking in circles and that
Yeah.
yeah, I know. Yeah, don't tell me that's not going on.
Kevin, even if they don't trade him and he leaves on his own accord when his contract is up, Brees Hall is not going to run like a man possessed the next 10 games because he does not want to get injured and not have to suck ass with this team another year. And the hot rumor is he's going to go to the Chiefs. The Chiefs are going to come calling.
Hmm. Now, see that clip I sent you? What was that? His rookie year in Denver, right?
Huh?
Where's that guy? Did you see the
Not running
Did you
angry. Yeah.
see the burst hitting the hole?
Yeah. Not running angry anymore.
Like
Not running
wow,
angry anymore.
like wow, look at that speed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, like I said to, like I said to Krista, right?
Yeah.
This team sucks the life out of you. And not just as fans, the players. How can you go and lose
Yeah.
every week?
Yeah.
Eventually it's gotta it's gotta eat
Yeah.
you out of it if you have any kind of pride as an athlete or a professional or whatever. And these guys came from winning programs.
Yeah. And this is why I say, Kevin, as much as we probably don't want to lose a Quincy Williams, a Quinnen Williams, he's been here for 6 years now, and all he knows is losing. You got to almost do him a favor and say, we owe it to you to send you somewhere where you could win. Because he's never going to get that, and that's what, and he's never going to get that stink off. And that's what I said to you, Kevin. How Sam Darnold, since he's been starting from last year to now, has 18 wins. How many years is it going to take the Jet organization to win 18 games under Glenn, in your opinion?
A
Four?
long time, a long
Four?
time. Maybe,
Three?
maybe. Who knows? And then I got to hear as of yesterday, Garrett Wilson was out at least 2 or 3 weeks, maybe after the bye. Now,
Yeah.
in the press conference today, we'll see. Maybe we'll see. We'll see how the week goes. What? Wait a minute.
I thought
Wait,
it was
do
Samini.
you mean he might play? What are you talking? Listen, yesterday he was out for at least 3 weeks,
And Kevin, I thought I read somewhere on X Samini said 8 weeks. It could be as much as up to 8 weeks.
and now you're telling us today. Well, we'll see. We'll see how the week goes. See how the week goes.
Well, Well, Kevin,
What?
he's gotta say something. But him and our number two Reynolds is on the not practice list today. So our number one and what we consider to be a number two is not even playing this weekend. That means Alan Lazard, who's got 3 catches all year, is your ace. That's who
I
you're going
mean,
to go up against, the
yeah.
Panthers,
I mean,
who are now 3-3 and in the playoff hunt.
what are you going to send Garrett out there as a decoy, limp around for a little bit? What do we? I don't know. What are you talking about?
Man, Kevin, we sat here 3 months ago and said, wow, Wilson, Lazard, Reynolds, and Braylon Allen, and Brees Hall, and Rutgerd, and Taylor Mason. Who are you going to stop? Who are you going to stop? Even our fullback looked good in preseason. That he scored 1 touchdown. They don't even throw him the ball. They do nothing with him.
Well,
Nothing. They don't throw screens. They don't throw a play action pass. They don't throw the ball downfield because I believe Aaron Glenn said that's not our style. What is your style? One
I
step
heard
forward, 5 steps back?
I heard today, just like we were saying yesterday. How can you not target Brees Hall with a pass the whole
Yeah,
game?
yeah.
I
That's
forget
what I
who
said
said
to
it.
you.
Who said it? They said it's great. That's like criminal. What kind of offensive coordinator is that? You're not getting that guy involved in the passing game?
We all said that. I said to you, do you see how Atlanta uses that Bijan Johnson? I believe that's his name,
Yes.
number 7 on Atlanta. That kid does everything. Catches
Do you
passes out of
remember?
the backfield, scores shit. We do none of that. We're
I
playing football in 1942.
I forget who we were playing last year. Rodgers threw a bomb down the right side to Hall. What a catch he makes in the end. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
Where is that?
we don't.
Where,
We don't.
where is
I
that?
believe Aaron Glenn said in his press conference this year, we don't do that. We don't do anything. This offense.
It's
And you know what?
incredible.
I'm tired of hearing now. I'm tired of hearing now. Well, Fields is the only quarterback now with no interceptions.
He never throws the ball. Never throws the ball.
We don't have since week one. We do not have a first half touchdown.
And now you're going to take on the Panthers team. You're going to lose to an expansion team now?
You know, Kevin, that expansion team, they've been here long enough. They beat us 5 out of the 8 times, and they're in the
Yes.
playoff hunt. So they're not going to be like passive. They're going to come after us, and they're going to want to beat our asses early because they know if they get up on us, we're going to put our little dickies between our legs, and we're going to shit the bed, and we're going to falter, and we're going to quit
Listen,
because that's what
uh,
the New York Jets do.
179 points to 157 over the 8 games.
Really? Wow. Hey Jay, what's up? We're just ranting.
What's up, Jay?
We've been waiting for you because we wanna talk about some good football with your Steelers.
Well, the thing is like, what is going? I never knew it was that bad with the Jets till I watched that game. Like,
So you did watch the London game.
yeah,
Good. So
and that was
Jay, hold on. Before you go on, I'm gonna give you as much time as you need to talk. As an outsider watching that game, tell us what you saw, what you thought, what you think.
I
Tell
can
us
I can tell
everything.
you what he saw, what he was thinking. 2 words. Holy shit. That's what he was thinking.
they look lost, like as lost, confused, like they had no idea what they were doing.
Yeah.
No, none.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Like
Especially
if
the
they just
quarterback.
flew in a bunch
And
of guys to play on Sunday.
yeah,
I'm sorry, say that again.
Like they flew in just a bunch of guys to play on Sunday.
Yeah, but I mean, it all. Listen, it starts with the coaching, and if he
yes.
doesn't know what he's doing, they don't know what they're doing.
Exactly.
So, like, I don't know what happened. I when they hired him, I thought, okay, he might be a good fit. He might get
Hmm.
these guys. And to me, it was like the same thing when they first hired Tomlin. All right, we got new blood. This guy's gonna come in. He was awesome on defense. And I don't know, they just look like they have no idea what they're doing.
Yeah.
None.
Yeah.
No, totally agree.
Yeah.
None. The coach is clueless. Clueless.
Yeah.
So is it the front office, upper management? Is that the issue with you guys?
Well, well, I don't know. I don't know if you listened to last night when we went on our rant, or if you listened to anything before that. I'm convinced that two things. One, our scouting department sucks ass because they're not scouting intelligent football players. Yes, they're scouting athletic football players, but you need football players with high IQs, especially with quarterbacks. You need a quarterback to be thinking 3, 4, 5 plays ahead, like the coach. Like the coach can't constantly be in your ear giving you the answers. You have to think to yourself 2, 3,
Figure it out, yeah.
And I don't think anybody on this Jet team, on defense, on offense, thinks 2 or 3 plays ahead. They all look like they're deer in a
This
headlights
is not
when
a
they
this
play.
is not a rookie quarterback either. This is a guy who's been in the
No,
league
he's
for
been
4
around.
years.
Yeah. But he wasn't this bad with the Steelers last year. He was
And
4-2 at one point.
so why is Rodgers doing better in Pittsburgh than he was in New York? So what's the problem here?
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's my little funny
Well,
conspiracy on that,
well,
because I
the
don't know what
geniuses.
else to say.
Hold on one second. Hold on one
Go ahead.
second. Well, the
Go ahead.
geniuses that took over our team figured, we're going to change the culture. We want a winning culture. So that would be better to do without a Hall of Fame quarterback and a Hall of Fame wide receiver. We'll get Justin Fields and no one to replace those two guys. And then we'll build a
Yeah.
winning culture, right?
So
Idiots.
what could they have done letting Rodgers go? Who would have been next? If they didn't go after Fields, who would you have wanted them to go after?
I wanted them to keep
Like who?
Rodgers. Number one. That's what
Well, yeah, at this point,
I want. Number one, I
hindsight
wanted
being
Rex.
what it is, I wish Rodgers
Number
was here
one,
now.
number one, I wanted Rex Ryan as the head coach again. That's the
Yeah.
first thing. I
Yep.
feel that he would have kept Rodgers and he would have kept Adams and built an insane defense. Okay, with the players he's got here already, would have brought a few of his own guys in. Maybe put Bart Scott as a coach. Let him coach the linebackers or something, and it would have
Would
been
he ever
better
come
than
back?
this.
He wanted to. There was
Rex
rumors
was
that he
Rex
even interviewed,
Rex
but we
was
don't know how true that is.
Rex was begging for the job, begging for it.
Yeah,
Wow. I didn't know that.
yeah, yeah. There was rumors he even interviewed, but we don't know if that was ever true. The thing is, when you're an organization who's as poorly run as the Jets, and your owner is clueless, this is what you're going to get. What
Yeah.
this team needs is they've been hiring defensive coaches since 2001. And yes, some were good, some sucked ass. How about now let's switch it up? Bring in a guy with an experience. Bring in an offensive-minded coach. Try to lure one of these old-timers off the bench. Like, give them a blank check. Ask Rex Ryan what he wants to come back. Ask Mike McCarthy what he wants. Ask Bill and I know none of them want to come back except for Rex, but the defensive route we've been taking since 2001 is not working.
Yeah.
The other thing is, you need an offensive coach that's going to light it up. You watch other teams play football, Jay, and even your team. You're playing football in 2025. You watch the Jets, they're playing football in 1942. There's no creativity. When you watch the Jets, you say to yourself, oh, the screen hasn't been invented. Oh, the play action pass hasn't been invented. Oh, the bomb hasn't been invented. They don't do anything. They don't.
Yeah.
And then I believe today I was telling Kevin earlier, I thought I heard on his press conference, he says, throwing long is not what we do. What do you do? Thing.
In hindsight,
hand up, try to get 10 yards on a pass. Hand up, try to get 10 yards on a pass.
In hindsight, at the end of the first half, maybe I should have tried a Hail Mary. That's what he said.
You guys have a stud receiver.
Maybe
a stud running back, a decent enough quarterback, take some shots downfield. And you guys have been watching football for as long as I have. What does the pass do? It opens up the run. And what does the run do? It opens up the play action. And it's just, yeah, I don't. Sometimes you watch these games and the coaches, and I sit there and I'm like, what is with this play calling?
Yeah.
And it's
and
it's
what
not
what
just one team; it's a lot of the teams.
and what
Yeah.
kills me
But
is
it's mostly our team.
if we as fans can sit here and see this, how do these guys not see it? Or do they see it and they don't do anything about it? I don't
Ego.
know.
It's ego. It's their game plan. This is what they're sticking with, and that's how it's going to be. Because we've been doing
It's
it for
like,
how
but
long since
dude,
we were
it ain't
kids.
working.
Why are they doing? Yeah, yeah. I don't know. And are they not
You know,
seeing it?
but you know what, Jay? You say that, and I understand all that. But here's what I'll say to that. And maybe it's easy for me to say I never been a coach, never on any level like that. But I have to ask myself, my job and me keeping my job predicates on everyone playing well around me.
Yep.
So at some point in that game, like Kevin said yesterday, like a pitcher, he didn't have it the other day, Justin Fields. All he had to do was at halftime say, Justin, you don't have it today. You're still my starter, but we're going to go with Tyrod. We need a spark. We need a spark. And you know what? If he would, and if what they did at halftime was his way of saying, we played like ass, but it's close. I don't want Fields fucking this up. I'm going to sit on this ball, and we're going to go in, and we're going to come back with Tyrod Taylor and give this team a spark. I could have lived with that stupidity at the end of the first half,
Yeah.
but he didn't do that.
Yeah.
He didn't do that. And we all know, Jay, everyone plays football. You defer the kickoff so that hopefully you get it at the end of the
You
second
double dip.
quarter, and you
You
get it at
double
the
dip.
start of the third one, so you
Yes.
could get points and blow this game open.
It's called double
So I was
dipping.
like watching the game, watching him on the sidelines. He looked like he had no idea what he was
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah.
So what are the players supposed to do? Players go, all right, well, this guy, they're not buying into what he's trying to sell because I don't
Yeah.
even think he knows what he wants to sell.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
listen,
You're right, Jay. You're right.
how can you as a player and he says, an ex-player, you're an ex-jet, you've been on this coaching staff, that coach, how can you not know what you're doing in a game situation?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he got in over his head. He thought he
Yeah.
could do it. And what was
I
his
think you're
coaching
right.
experience before that?
That again, please.
What was his coaching experience before he got this job?
Well, you know what, Jay? He came from the Saints. I think he was under Payton. He was a DB's coach. When he
Yep.
got to the Lions, he became their defensive coordinator. Now, listen, I
Was
was
down he
praising
was
him
down
with
in,
Detroit.
listen, he was down in Dallas with Parcells too.
Yeah. I was praising
Oh,
him. I was praising him when he was with Detroit. But if you really look at the numbers, yeah, his defense once in a while stood up. But Detroit was scoring so many points, they were winning games 40-27. So
yeah, it
yeah,
didn't
his
matter.
defense looked like they were good. But when your offense could score 40 points, your defense could play like shit and you still look
Yeah,
like a friggin' genius.
yeah.
Now, I know right now every Jet fan is talking about how good the defense looked against Denver. I'm going to say twofold on that. One, show me again this week. And two, I think it was just that Denver played like ass.
Yeah, could have been. I mean,
I
because they
think it
knew.
was more Denver playing like ass than we're playing like the stud defense we thought we should be. That's my
Yeah,
take. Now, listen, did Jermaine Johnson make a big impact and Brown Lee? Yes, but there's no way these two guys made that big of an
did the
impact that our
did the
defense looks top five again. I'm
did the
sorry.
Broncos play like ass because it was the Jets?
Or
And
because of the
they
traveling where
figured
they
they could
played.
play like
Yeah,
ass and they'd still win.
Maybe.
yeah.
But I
Well,
mean,
that's what I'm saying. The Jets are the team now on the schedule that everyone says we could have a half-ass practice and still beat them. You feel like Denver flew in that morning too and beat them. Let's
yeah,
just
They did
discuss it.
everything.
Everything that was not football.
They
That
did
was not
everything
football.
they could, Denver, to hand us the game, and we kept
Yes.
giving it back to them. Kept giving
Yeah.
it back. Kept giving it back to them.
and where was the game played?
London, Tottenham was
London.
our home. It was a
Yeah.
And
home game for us.
that's where they were They were trying to showcase the NFL with
Yeah.
that. That wasn't a good showing, seriously.
Jay, do me a favor. Repeat that again. Repeat it again.
That trying to showcase the NFL with those two teams wasn't a great idea.
So, Jay, if you listen to last night's podcast, I said if that was if the people in London, was that their first taste of football, they would say, throw that shit back over the fucking
Yeah, we don't
pond,
want
and
it.
we don't want that shit here, because that was not football. That was pathetic. Give me rugby and give me our real football, our real soccer. I take that any other day, what you just
Yeah.
gave us to watch for 60 minutes.
Well, you think there was, I mean, I don't know when they got there or what they did, but you think there was jet lag? Do you think they partied the night before? I mean, or was it just they both teams had a shitty game? I mean, I don't know.
I think Denver came off of a big win against Philadelphia, scoring all those points in the fourth quarter, flying out that early Monday morning. Again, it's the Jets, Jay. It's like, how much do you get up when you play the Jets? It might have been a
Yeah.
half-ass practice. It might have
That's
been,
what I'm
oh,
saying.
we
Yeah,
thought we
yeah.
could beat this team anytime. Because let me tell you something, Jay. If you go to that fourth quarter drive when Denver was losing 11-10, and it was finally, all right, 10 minutes left, we gotta wake up. They had their best drive of the game. It was almost like, I feel like Peyton said, I love Glenn. He's coached under me. I'm gonna keep this as close as I can for as long
Yeah.
as I can.
Yeah, yeah. I don't want to blow them
Yeah.
out,
These
but
all
yeah,
I know this all sounds silly to people, but when you watch this team like
What are
for
you supposed to
years,
think?
that's how you think after a while. It's the only way you could think of it.
And let's face it, with the way the NFL is nowadays, you never know. You never know what it because I mean,
hmm
let's go to that Detroit Kansas City game. Good God.
Yeah.
They weren't even trying to hide it.
Yeah.
no,
The nose of
no.
the ball is on the ground and he's got his hands like this and they
Yeah.
call it a complete pass. Jesus.
Yeah.
Like,
What? I didn't see anything.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they're putting five C notes in the back of the ref's pocket.
Exactly.
It's
And you know what,
incredible.
Jay? That's
It's
what sucks
incredible.
now, that gambling football is
Yeah.
legal now, because you watch these refs and everything's a flag. Everything's a flag. Everything's a flag. And
And you
that's even
wonder,
more reason, Aaron, throw the ball downfield, because you
Get the
might get a
flag,
flag on
exactly.
something. You know? Wow. And
no,
that's why
that
I
would be
said,
too
Jay,
smart. That would be
every
too
team,
smart. Why try to get a PI? Why? Why?
yeah, yeah, because the Jets are playing football in 1942 and everyone else is playing in 2025. Jay, other than your Steelers, like when the Steelers games are over, do you watch any of the other games in your area? Do you
Oh yeah,
have?
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Are you kidding? Yeah.
So like, you have a good quarterback now. You're moving the ball down the field. Like, I sit there, I almost feel like I don't know the game, because I watch Sam Darnold, I watch Baker Mayfield, I watch Dak Prescott, I watch your quarter, bing and boom, short screen, 10 yards, boom, and then I watch the Jets, and it's like, oh, they're in molasses. Run, run, try to pass. Run, run. And then you see these other teams like the Falcons the other night. That Bijan Johnson was everywhere. Short
He's an
screen, long
animal,
pass,
like an
short screen,
animal.
handoff, boom. And we do none of that. It's almost
Okay.
like I almost feel like Woody gave them a playbook and said, here's the plays I want you to run from 1942. Run them.
Listen, you watch this team, and it's like they're learning how to play football as they're playing the games.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It
Yeah.
looks like you're
That's
learning
what it
how to
seemed
play.
like.
Yes.
So now I'm going to touch back on that run, run, pass. I don't know if you watched the Steelers game, but in the first half, it was run, run, pass, run, run, pass. And it's like, and they used to do that with Ben. Let Ben call the plays. Rodgers knows what he's doing.
Of
Give
course
him
he does.
control. Let him do what and look what he did when he was on the move. He was all over, but that's been the Steelers, my issue with the Steelers. And they're
Mm.
blaming four offensive coordinators in the last 10 years, and nothing's changed. I mean, I don't know. I kind of think they're benefiting from an easy schedule.
Okay.
That could be. I mean, we got Cincinnati tomorrow. They're in shambles.
There you
I
go.
still don't. I mean, I thought they were going to lose to Cleveland, and then in my sick little mind, I'm hoping they do, just to show you how much of a fraud Tomlin is. I
Watch
mean,
Joe
I don't
Flacco.
know.
Like I heard Rodgers say today, he's like, hey, you got to watch out for us old guys. Two of us
No,
going
and
at
then
each other.
Tomlin's over there talking shit about Cleveland
Yeah.
traded, and it's like, keep your mouth
I,
shut.
I
That's right.
was just going to ask you, what is that about?
He's a punk. He is a punk. Therefore, his players act like that, and you have all that crap going on, and
What did he
it
say? I
becomes a
didn't hear
circus.
what he
But you know
said.
what? He's the
What did he say?
chosen one.
Yeah.
What did he say about Cleveland?
He just said what a stupid thing they did making that trade, and I don't know, was he
Oh,
afraid to play
Flacco?
against Flacco? Is that what it
Yeah.
is? that they got rid of Flacco, so now he has to go against Flacco again? Because when they played him in Baltimore, it was always they used to kick the shit out of each other. So what
Yeah.
are they going to find out how much of a fraud he is now? So I don't know. It's like, why say anything? Keep your mouth. And you
That I
wonder why
agree
his
with.
players do it.
Yeah,
Why give
I
billboard
agree with you.
fodder,
You're 4-1. You're 4-1, Tomlin. You got the second best record in all of football behind the Colts and Tampa Bay. You're in a weak division, so you're probably going to win 6 games right in that division alone.
Exactly.
You're the second seed right now. If the playoffs started today, means home field. Shut your mouth. What do you care if they get Flacco? You play your game the way you've been playing. Don't worry about the other
Because he knows he's
team.
going to get out coached. That's why. Listen, they could go 8-1, right? And I'm still not going to be. I'm not going to be sold on it. Okay, because then what happens? Okay, say they get the second seed
Yeah.
miraculously. They get the second seed, so they got a home game. Win that game. Win that game. Okay, then maybe
Yeah.
I'll be like, all right, we got something going here.
hmm
And then I don't know.
hmm
The other day, somebody on Twitter posted, they just Steelers fans. They just go back and forth about who's better, Miles Garrett or T.J. Watt. And I said, how many playoff games did either win? Did either one of those win?
Yeah.
None. So big friggin' deal. What do you guys
Right.
care? Because they're
Yeah.
all Steelers fans are all about the player accolades. Win a friggin' playoff game,
Yeah.
and that's what it
Well,
seems like.
yeah.
Everybody's worried about in
And
Pittsburgh.
you know what,
It's
Jay? You
about
see, you named
winning
those two.
games. It's about
Yeah,
winning
Yeah.
games.
And, and you see, Jay, you named those two players and their household names, and they play their position great. Probably no one better in the league than those two. But it's again, they didn't win anything. And that's why I say when Jeff fans yell at me, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You're an ass. Quinnen Williams is a good player, but he's not winning here. He's not winning here. Teams don't game plan for him. They don't fear him. It's time for him
exactly.
to go. He had enough of it. He's not playing with that heart anymore. Sometimes losing brings you down, like you had enough of it. It's time for him to go someplace else.
Are you
Jeff
saying
fans get mad
are
at
you
me for
saying he's
saying this,
becoming
but it's
Muhammad
sometimes you,
Wilkerson? Are you saying he's becoming
yeah,
Muhammad Wilkerson?
yeah. And Sheldon Richardson and Leonard Thomas, because
Well,
as
see,
soon as
that's
Leonard Thomas left, he became a man possessed with the Giants. He's still playing great ball with Seattle. So you know what? Sometimes the stink of losing just beats you down. You
Yes.
gotta get
Yes.
out.
Hey, if it beats us down, it's got to beat them down, right?
Exactly.
them
Like you
down.
don't want to
Well, you know what? They're
practice
getting
and
5-6 million a year. We're
Right.
not. So I
Right.
think it's a
and
little
that's true
tolerable for
too.
them.
It's a little
But
easier to take
yeah,
Yeah,
well, this is why we
as
sit
you
here and bitch about it.
as as you
That's
get
our
as you
that
get in
is
problem.
your
true.
as you get in your Cadillac Escalade and
Exactly.
But you know
Mhm.
what? But you know what? Charles Barkley said something interesting, and he said, the players today make 40, $50 million in basketball, and they're bitching about playing back to back. Think of the firemen, the nurses, the ambulance drivers. They're working 6, 7 days a week, 12, 14-hour shifts for peanuts. We're gonna complain about making all this money and playing back-to-back games. I understand you said it's easy making 6 million. Give me 6 million from what
It's
I'm
our
working to
fault.
do.
It's our
I
fault for going to the games, buying the stuff,
Yep,
well, I
yep.
watching
don't
the
buy.
games on. But it's you know what I mean?
Jay, I
Mhm,
don't own
mhm.
a jersey. I own stinking t-shirts from 1985. They still say fucking Pleco on them. I refuse to buy anything this team puts out because I'm not supporting that shit. But my point being is that I understand you say they make millions of dollars. They don't care. I made that money. I don't care what my record is. I'm going out there to represent my last name and the name on the jersey, and I'm going to kick ass because you're paying me good money to kick
Well, that's
ass.
for the last 20 years. That's gone in any sport. Any sport, that loyalty, that pride,
Mhm.
Yeah,
long gone.
yeah.
Once
Basketball, football, baseball, hockey, they don't give a shit. Give me my
once
No,
money,
I
give
free
me
know.
my endorsements.
once free agency started, it didn't pay to buy a jersey of a player. In a year or
Yeah,
two, he's gone. 2 years, he's gone.
yeah,
3 years, he's gone.
exactly.
Yeah.
You remember
You
that
know?
that 90s Dallas team? Boy, if that free agency didn't kill them, they probably could have won 6, 7 Super Bowls.
Yep,
Yeah.
My
yep.
younger
Probably
brother's
right.
a huge Cowboys fan, so I was always into it. Whatever, they had great teams. I mean, come on.
Yeah, yeah.
And people don't give Aikman the accolades
Enough credit.
Yeah. Oh, well, look at the team he was on. Okay. Well, look at the team he was on. He still had to throw the ball. And I
Emmett
don't
You know,
know.
Smith,
but you could say, look at the team. You could say, look at the team he was on. But they drafted him. They drafted
Smith,
Michael
Emmett,
Irvin. They
Emmett
drafted
Smith.
Look at that offensive line.
yeah,
That
yeah,
offensive, because
yeah,
who was in charge? Jimmy Johnson.
yeah,
And
yeah,
once
You
Jackass
know,
said, I'm not giving you control, he split.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
Jimmy
you're right.
Johnson, Jimmy Johnson called Aaron Glenn. Not that that means
Yeah.
anything. What does that mean? What does that mean?
Yeah.
Here's what I laughed the most at. Justin Fields has the second longest time in the pocket to throw, and he still doesn't throw.
Listen,
32 quarterbacks.
Are they
He
telling
had,
that
take
third
it and
and
run?
eight,
Are they telling him to go?
yeah,
that third and eight play at the end of the game where they show you the Nick Folk field goal
huh?
line there, and you see Garrett running down. The three of us could have made that throw.
Yeah.
There's a wall.
What's
There's a
he afraid
wall.
of?
There's a
I've
wall
seen him do
around
it in
Fields.
Pittsburgh. He
I
he
don't
did
get
it in
it.
Pittsburgh. So what's holding him up there? Because he did
I
it in
don't.
Pitt. He was 4-2, and he looked off when he didn't have an opening. He tucked the ball and he took off. What's the difference now?
I'm watching the play and I'm going, throw the ball, throw the ball. And he waits, and he throws the hospital ball, and now Wilson's hurt.
Or is it because he's in New York, he's afraid to make a mistake,
Yeah,
so he's playing scared?
there you. Well, better than what
Well,
you did yesterday
because
on
he
Sunday,
didn't
because
play that way.
now they're killing you even more in this town
Yeah.
because of
Yeah.
He didn't
because you
play that
didn't pull the
way.
trigger.
He didn't play that way against your Steelers, and I know it was week one, and we always say week one's an outlier, and it seems to be true, but he was throwing dimes. Like he was threading the needle against your team. And your
Yeah.
team is not a weak defense. And
Well,
then all of a sudden, it just went,
he,
he got killed by Buffalo, and everything just went to shit. He lost all confidence, and they did nothing different with the play calling to give him some confidence. Your game. And I know I'm jumping around. I watched a little bit of your game, and I watched the Cleveland quarterback. What's his name? Dylan Gabriel, whatever his
Yeah.
name is. And the first play was a short out for 6 yards, and that got him going. Now I know they didn't win the game, but it got him going. They do none of that with Fields. They do none of that with any of
they
our
should be
quarterbacks.
rolling
Any of
him
our. I
out.
always feel like.
Yeah.
But this is
They
why
Yeah.
I'm
should be
saying this is why I make this is why I make the joke because I have nothing else to say. Does Woody Johnson give these guys a 50-page play sheet and say this is what I want you to run? And they because these plays are from 1942.
Yeah.
They don't give Fields anything to get the ball, like get him in the juices flowing. 2-3 passes. And Jay, we've been screaming for this, Kevin and I don't know for how many years now we've been doing this. We've been screaming. First play from scrimmage, just throw a bomb. Even if it gets picked off, even if it's dropped, even if it's overthrown, you set that defense back on
Open it
its
up.
heels.
Yeah.
You set the, and they don't do it. And you know what, Jay? Listen, we have a small podcast, Kevin and I, but I'm starting to feel like people are listening to us because now they're saying it. I'm constantly hearing that from other Jet fans on X, and we've been screaming about it for the last 4 or 5 years.
How many
Every other team throws the ball.
how many designed runs were there for Fields on Sunday? How many designed runs? I didn't see any. Right?
Like
Roll the guy out. Roll the guy
ball.
out. Roll the guy out. The guy plays best on the move. That's not a pocket quarterback. Why are you making him stand in the pocket all the time? Get him on the move.
And is he allowed to improvise?
Coaching.
If he's got nothing, I mean, I don't know. You don't see anything. I don't know if it was us. If I don't see anything, I'm running. I don't know. Again, like you said, he can't hold their hands all the time. He has to make a decision and live with it.
I mean,
Exactly, Jay. He was sacked 9 times for 55 yards. 9 times for 55 yards. When you break it down, that's a sack almost every 6.5 minutes, and he's not even on the field that many times or that long.
Now, when you guys after the games or whatever, do you guys have access to like the press conference
Yeah,
of the
we get
game?
to watch.
You get to watch that. Like,
Yeah,
what about like
yeah.
sports talk radio?
Yeah. So we have a station here called SNY. It's the
Mhm.
home of the Mets and the Jets. So after every Jet game, we get before we get pregame and then we get postgame. So we get to see the press conferences.
So
And Aaron Glenn came out and sounded like a guy who did not know what football was, should not be in football, should never talk football. And the fact that he's ripping a reporter for asking a question that's a legitimate question just says he's over his head. Go ahead,
He
Kev.
didn't. He didn't even know how long the field goal was at the end of the game.
Yeah.
yeah, I saw that.
Well, what do you
So
think? He's going to say he can't kick a 65, 68 yarder? Dude, it was 62. And if you didn't do a stupid pass play because your quarterback sucked all day on 3rd and 8 and just ran up the middle, it might have been a 59, 58 yarder,
exactly, yeah.
Jay,
which
let
he's
me
hit
ask you a
already. The
question.
guy,
You
our,
go
our
ahead.
kicker's 5 for 5.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you're
Jay,
not
let
giving
me
him a
ask you a
shot?
question. Let me ask you a question, Jay. You watched the game and you're our age, so you watched enough football. You got 40 years of football experience, at least 38, whatever it is.
Mhm.
How many coaches in the league today, and there's 32 of them, would have not tried the 62 yarder?
Well, especially this year, because
Yeah.
everybody's drilling him. So,
Yes.
and like you said, he was 5 for 5. Again,
Yes.
he looks lost on the sidelines. He
Yeah.
looks confused. I don't
Mhm.
know. Maybe he can't handle the pressure of coaching a New York team.
No.
Maybe he's gone in 2 weeks. I mean, who do you guys got next?
Well, we got the Panthers
Panthers.
and then we got the Bengals after you guys.
Well, geez, you guys lose those two. I can't see him being there much longer.
Well, you know what,
You
Jay? I think
you
the problem is
you
is
wouldn't think.
Woody's already probably given him carte blanche for 2 years. So unless this team goes 0-17, which they might, and they look pathetic doing it, where Woody has no choice, he will be back next year. And you know what's going to happen, Jay? In typical Jet fashion, they'll squeak out a win maybe against the Bengals, maybe. They'll
Yeah.
maybe, if not maybe the Falcons, they'll maybe Miami, and then Buffalo, that last game's not going to care. They'll get their 2 wins and they'll drop to number 3 in the draft, and they won't even get the two hot quarterbacks that are out there.
He doesn't talk like he's worried about his job security.
No. No. And when he says him and Woody already spoke, and Woody knows the game plan, and they're following this whatever monument they think they're going to create in the next
Foundation
two
building.
or 3 years.
You're building
Yeah,
a foundation
yeah,
at 0-6.
yeah.
Are they selling out home games?
Yeah, Jet fans are loyal, but you know what? I heard a lot of people say to me today they're going to get rid of their tickets. They're not going to re-up next year because to pay what Woody's asking for and to spend 7-8 hours to see that type of football,
Not
why?
worth it.
I
Why
know
bother?
I
It's
know a
not worth it.
guy. I know a guy that went to the Cowboy game. Told me he was half the stadium was Cowboy fans. So what does
Yeah.
that tell you? What kind of home
People are
field
starting to sell their
advantage is that?
tickets. Yeah.
Yeah,
He
that's
went
not a
wait to
home
the
field
Cowboys
advantage.
Panthers game.
No,
The
Cowboys
Cowboys
Jets.
Panthers game. Oh,
Cowboys
When the
Jets.
Cowboys, yeah. But in fairness, hold on a second, Kev. In fairness, Cowboy fans do travel well. There are certain teams, their fan base travels well.
but if they're
Cowboy fans,
outnumbering your fans,
Right,
that's a problem.
yeah.
but half the
But you know what?
stadium
I
almost.
went to a Cowboy Jet game 30 years ago, and there was still a ton of Cowboy fans because they buy the tickets as soon as they travel well.
Yeah.
Steeler
Yep.
fans travel
Yep.
well. Giant fans travel well. You know why? Because their teams are good. Like back in the 80s when Parcells went, you didn't even know if the Giants were on the road or not because there was so many fans there.
Yeah.
Certain teams, their fan bases travel well because they know they're going to see good football. Jet fans are disgusted of it, you know?
Yeah, I didn't realize it was that bad till I watched that game.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, let's see what these guys are talking about. How bad could it be? And if I don't know, it was pathetic. Like I'm like, what are these guys? Like I said, he looked like he had no idea what he was doing, and yet he's a head coach.
Yeah.
I watch
Now,
these games now, and I say the best thing I ever did was give up my season tickets.
Yeah. Oh, I
Best thing I
bet.
ever did. Best thing I ever did.
Now,
did you have them for?
I'm gonna spend a Sunday afternoon of starting early in the morning to get to that stadium. Hey, who the hell knows how much to park? Okay, I'm gonna
Probably
probably gonna
75.
lose.
$70.
I'm probably gonna lose, right? And then I got
Yeah.
so that's gonna suck the whole day. And then I got to sit
Yeah.
in how many hours of traffic to get out of it. Get the hell out of here! And you
Yeah.
hit me with the PSL when you built the new stadium. I got to
Yeah.
pay you 20 grand before I can even buy my tickets. That's for the right.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. And Kevin, if parking's got to be like City Field, it's got to be anywhere between $50 to
It's
$70 to park.
insane.
It's
Oh
got
yeah.
to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's everywhere. It's brutal.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I found it. I found a ticket stub from 1986.
Really?
$15 face value. Okay, it was a Jet
Wow.
Bengal. It was a
Sounds
Jets
about right.
Bengals. Jets Bengals. $15 face value. Parking was $5.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Jesus.
But you know what, Jay? Let's
Where
talk
have we
happy.
gone?
Jay, let's talk happy. We got you on. Jay, I know you don't like Tomlin, but your Steelers are in first place. You're 4-1. Do you have their schedule in front of you? Do you have their schedule?
No, I know we got Cincinnati Thursday. Um, it's like I said, it's a fairly easy schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see.
Jay, I was looking at your schedule, and I don't want to jinx you, so maybe I won't say what I'm thinking. But it's a podcast. We got to talk. I'm thinking 13-4, 14-3.
Wow.
Easily. Easily.
Yeah,
Barring
because,
injury.
because
Barring injury, of
Buffalo is not
course.
the big Buffalo Bills are not the badass team we thought they would be. Like I crowned them champions after week 2 and said this team could go 17-0. Shows what little I know. But
It's
like
like
I'm
I said,
looking at your schedule.
and
Cincy, Green
Buffalo,
Bay, Indy, Chargers. Yeah, I mean they got Detroit. Depending on what Baltimore team you're gonna get, like if is whenever what's
if
his
he's
name's
back,
coming
yeah.
back. I mean,
Who knows
Uh-huh.
if he's coming back or not? Yeah.
but they
Well, he's
could.
supposed to be out another 5 weeks. I thought.
Oh, I don't know. And again, Buffalo isn't what I don't know what's going on with Buffalo.
Yeah.
I said
Okay, they
last
Yeah.
could
night,
go 13-4.
if Buffalo doesn't have Josh Allen, they might as well be the Jets. No, I'm serious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true. Okay,
Yeah.
so they do go 13-4. Say they all right. I mean, say they win the say they win the AFC. They have the best record. They get a bye week first week. Okay, that's great. I'm still not expecting until I see a playoff win.
And I get it, but I'm looking at it from this standpoint, and you know your Steelers. You are the number one seed, and everything goes through Pittsburgh, and you have Aaron, who's 2 years removed from his Achilles. Well, no, Jay. You have to say, you know what? Pencil them in for the AFC Championship and let every other team beware. Beware. I
Remember,
know the
we
Chiefs
had
are getting healthy. I know they're cheap, but if they have to go into Heinz Field, good luck.
we had Ben, we had Brown, we had all these guys and we were 14-2, whatever. You walk into the playoffs, out in the first round, out in the second round. Yeah, they did get to the AFC championship, and I know they had to face the fucking Patriots. Everybody did, but again, he couldn't, he can't. He's not that guy. He's not the one that's gonna. And who knows? It's different now. The NFL's different now. It might. Listen, to me, Aaron Rodgers is what's giving them the only hope.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? He knows
So
playoffs. It's nothing to him.
that's
I hear you.
listen.
I understand.
That's why I still wanted him here this year. What better for a first year head coach than to have a quarterback like that running your
Yeah.
Could
offense?
do that.
It's
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
stupidity. It's just it's just freaking stupidity.
And it's funny, Kevin, I'm glad you say that because this shows like me and you don't think alike. I was the opposite. I thought when he got rid of Rodgers, he was putting his stamp on this team and saying, this is my team. We're going to do it my way and we're going to get shit done. And I don't want somebody over, in my ear telling me what I'm doing wrong. But
No,
now you see what you're saying. And now I'm
all he
kind of
did,
regretting saying that. Now I kind of wish Aaron was here.
all he did by doing that was guaranteeing we were going to lose. That's all he did. That's what he did. He guaranteed we were going to lose by getting. You
Say
want to
Rodgers stays.
build the culture, and you kick a Hall of Fame quarterback out and a Hall of Fame wide receiver out, and you
Why
replace
didn't he
them with
get along
Justin
with the other
Fields and no
coach?
one.
The whole Rodgers got the coach fired. What was that whole scene about?
Who knows? Who knows? Listen,
Aaron getting solidified?
personally,
Yeah.
I don't
I
think
don't
he.
buy it. I
My
think
theory.
Salah was on a short leash anyway. I think Woody had it up to here with Salah.
You know why? You're gonna call me
But
crazy, conspiracy theorist. He got fired because he had a Lebanon flag on his chest at the London
What?
game. That's why he got fired.
you think so?
Really?
Okay.
Like,
Because
why
it
would you say that? What?
because that was a very heated thing back then. Okay, and what's
Is he
Woody?
Lebanese?
Yes, he is. Salah.
Oh,
Salah is, yeah.
Yeah. So
But I mean, I think if that's
I'm
what you're
hey,
thinking,
Lebanese, and
I
I didn't do
remember. I
that.
remember
yeah.
the week after the week it happened. Beningo said the same thing.
Wow.
Why? What's Woody's issue?
We're getting too
The,
political, but go ahead, Kevin, finish it.
yeah,
Oh, no, no,
that's
no,
that.
no. Was he?
That's what it was because Woody was removed as the London ambassador. So he had a lot of friends there last
Oh,
year.
okay, okay,
Okay,
okay.
and I'm telling you, I'm telling you,
Okay, so he might have something here because what did you say about why wouldn't
you
he?
were
Why
only
is he
2 and
putting up with the
3.
crap with the guy now? Why is he putting up with the crap? Like, why would he put up with an 0-8 start? But he's not going to put up with the other one.
Salah was the Salah message had run its course. You got to remember, in Woody's defense, and I'm not saying what Kevin said, whatever it doesn't have legs. Woody did everything he can to make Salah a good coach. He gave him every player. You name a player Salah wanted, the coaching staff wanted, they brought him in. After a while, Woody had to say, listen, this is not getting done. If that's why Woody fired him, he's pretty stupid because you came back from London and you were still going to play for a first place chance against Buffalo. If you would have beat them, you
But
would have
what
been
what
3-3,
too
tied for
right?
first with them, but have the percentage points over them because you beat them.
You
I,
didn't.
I,
You
I
didn't.
think,
You didn't even wait to take a breath, and you fired him
yeah.
soon as you got back. For all we know, he
Huh.
was fired on the plane.
Whatever it was, it was. I think it more had to do that Woody was embarrassed at that performance and had to save face, so he had to make somebody pay.
Okay,
Right,
so
but you were
so fast
still
forward to
two
this
and
year.
three. You were still two
Fast
and
forward to
three.
this year.
Yeah.
They look worse. They look worse. And then he goes to London and puts that game out there.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hypocritical, I think,
It is.
to think that's even you're in a better way than you were last year. I don't
No,
see
we're
it.
not. But if we're listen, just a
Well,
little
that's
Woody Johnson history. What he did last year, firing Salah during season, is the first time that's ever happened. He
mhm.
never fires or makes changes in-house during the season. So no matter
which
how bad this team looks, he's going to let it run its course for the 17 games, and then he's going to say something. The
which
problem I
gives what
have with
I'm
Woody, hold on
saying
a second, Kev. Hold on a second, Kev.
even more
Hold on.
legs.
The problem I have with Woody is that for 4 years with Salah, he was like Jimmy Johnson, Jerry Jones, I mean, all up in his business at every practice, walking around with the stupid Woody chain, trying to talk to rap stars, trying to act like a big shot, trying to do all these things when he should have left Salah alone. Leave him alone. Let him coach. Stop looking over his shoulder. Stop hanging out with the sidelines, walking the press con with the Woody chain with your two kids who supposedly were calling the shots. Woody did everything to fuck Salah. And listen, I don't think Salah was a good coach, but Woody did everything to undermine some of the things by being there, walking around like a clown, talking every 2 seconds like a. This shit that we want him to talk up, we're not hearing boo. It's like Woody was buried somewhere. No one knows where Woody is. Is he missing in action? Is he with Jimmy Hoffa? No one knows where Woody is.
So
We
is the press
we
there calling him out for anything, or they don't?
Not yet. Not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm aware of.
they're not even calling. At least let's hear from the GM. You're 0-6. Say something.
Yeah.
Huh.
This is your
But yeah,
roster.
you're right.
You're the one that didn't go get another wide receiver.
Yeah. True. And all we know is what Glenn told us. Him and Woody are on the same page, and Woody knows it's going to take time to build the ship. I don't have time, Jay. I'm 56. If this takes 6 more years, I could be dead.
Yeah.
Listen, and they're preaching patience to us. Are you high? Are you high?
Yeah.
Patience?
No. When you miss
You,
the playoffs for 15 years and you're the laughing stock of not only football, but every organization, where you got guys like Dave Portnoy making fun of you, and Greg Olson, and Mark Schlereth, and Brian Balding, and everyone's calling you out, and our local radio stations, if
meme
you're a
after
Jet fan,
meme after meme after
yeah,
meme
you
after
can't even
meme.
listen to our local radio stations here because everyone from 6 a.m. show to 6 a.m. the next day is just ripping the stupidity that they're seeing because they're all sports people. They're all football-minded people. They don't know what they're watching. And if they don't know what they're watching and they played and lived it, and we're saying what they're saying, how is Glenn not saying it? How is Woody not saying it?
Well, I don't know. Like you said, people are starting to listen to what you guys are saying. Season tickets like start dropping.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to go to the games. They're going to lose on parking, concession. That's
Yeah.
that's what you do. You got to hit them in the wallet
Yep.
for
Yeah.
something to change.
Yeah. Yeah.
Money
Great.
talks,
And
BS
it
walks.
was fine.
So
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was finally refreshing today. And I don't know how true it is to hear some fans say, I'm done. I'm not re-upping. I'm giving away whatever. I'm going to sell my tickets this year. I'm done. I can't do this anymore. It's true. I don't buy the jerseys because, like Kevin said, you
I was
buy,
there.
name a player. He's not here in 2 years.
Listen, but
Yeah.
I was there with the season tickets. I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I
Yeah.
can't go sit and watch a losing team. I can't go sit in the pouring rain and watch the Colts win 9-6 anymore. I can't do that.
No.
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
I, I
Especially when
did
you're
that.
spending a shit ton of money.
I did that. Forget it, man. I can't do it anymore. You don't even
Do
have
you
a.
guys
Go
do
ahead.
you guys ever have other Jets fans on your show?
Yeah.
We did. Yes,
Yeah.
we did.
Yeah.
Not that there's many left.
Well, I mean, that's what I mean. If you guys are like, and they see it, and there's of course you're gonna have the loyal fans who love them no matter what, which I get it. But you can criticize your team; it's okay. But if you think, oh, next year we'll get them, oh, next year we'll get them, you're kind of an idiot because you're not.
Listen.
Jay,
I'm
here's what
loyal.
I'm going to
I'm
say.
loyal to my team, but I'm going to tell you when you suck.
Yeah.
So, Jay, me and you've been following me for a while now, like through our metal connections and whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know how much you follow me, like with the sports and stuff. I fought with so many Jet fans over the last 4 years, and they're just starting to see it now. Some of these players we fall in love with, they're overrated. They're overrated. They're
Yeah.
not good players. They're not. And I've been screaming about this to Kevin for the last 3 weeks. I think I'm going to have an aneurysm. Everyone loves Quinnen Williams, and I like him too. But Jay, no defensive coordinator, no offensive coordinator is scratching his head at night saying, how do I stop him? Where you do for Bosa, where you do for a Myles Garrett, a Khalil Mack when he was in the league. Name any defensive end. The guy on the Bills 5, you're like, these guys, you scratch your head and I go, how am I going to stop him? No one's doing that for Quinnen Williams. These offensive are not scratching their heads worrying about him.
J.J.
They're
Watt
not.
back in the day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you scratch your head thinking, oh my God, how do I stop him? He's a difference maker. There's no one on the Jets that you say, oh, I'm going to be up late this week trying to plan for this guy.
Yeah. Nobody's worried about it.
Listen,
No, they're not. And Jet fans get mad at me.
We don't even have a John Abraham. Maybe
Yeah.
Jermaine Johnson. Couldn't
Maybe
get
he
there.
can't stay on the field.
I
That's
know.
another thing, Jay. These guys, we tout them as these great players. AVT can't stay on the field. Jermaine Johnson can't stay on the field. And to quote Singletary, can't win with him, can't play with him, can't coach him. Like if you can't stay on the field, you can't play for me. I'm sorry.
You're not
You know?
you're not
Exactly.
worth
Here's
anything.
another thing, Jay. I've been screaming because the Jets make more penalties than penalties are allowed. Although this week we'll exclude it because they only had two. And I keep saying, how many times, Jay, do I have to grab you by the shirt and say, Jay, 2 plus 2 is 4? You make the mistake once, you say 5, I could live with it, even twice. But by the third time, I gotta say, I can't coach him. He's too doesn't have it here. He
Yeah.
keeps making the same mistakes over and over again. False
Mhm.
starts, holding, grabbing the turn. It's like it's the same thing over and over and over and over. It's like a broken record.
I'm not saying it's fine, but not. I mean, I watched a lot of the other games, the other teams. Everybody has two or three guys where they're making the same mistake over and over again. And again, like, is it the talent? Is the talent not there anymore? I know there's a lot of good guys, but there's also probably a lot of crappy guys who are getting drafted. Like you said, like, who are you guys going after? Are you going after IQ or talent?
We're going after the athleticism. And
Yeah.
sometimes the athleticism. Listen, there were a lot of guys who were big and strong and athletic. Mandarich, when he came out, he was this big. Everyone thought, oh, man, who's going to get around him? The guy sucked.
He was an
Boston
idiot.
came out of college, all this hype. He was a good player, Boston, but he wasn't a great player.
Listen,
Like sometimes you got to, they have to be the whole package. We
People,
talk about baseball, Jay, and people say 5'2" player, 5'2" player. It's got to be the same in football.
Wayne
There's got to
Wayne
be
Corbett
athleticism.
Wayne Corbett was 5'10".
Yeah.
Wayne Corbett was
played
five
like a
foot ten,
monster.
but he was
Played
smart.
like yeah. Well, I mean,
Chad
I used to
Pennington,
just listen to people.
Chad Pennington had a rag arm, but he was smart.
Exactly. People used to shit on Belichick because he wasn't drafting big name players. You know why? He was drafting people who were right for the position. I need to have a guy who's going to know I need to protect my quarterback and where he needs to be and what he needs to do. And that's why they succeeded, because he went after you want talented people, you put your wide receiver as the athlete. You know what I mean? The running back.
Yeah.
You need to
Exactly.
have your smart guys on the line.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And you want to know something, Dave? For 4 years, we screamed about building a wall. And this year, we got the wall. Our O-line, yeah, I know you're going to say 9 sacks. How could you say that, Greg? When your quarterback is holding the ball for 3.5 seconds and he's second in the league with time and still can't throw the ball, you can't blame the offensive line. You
Six
can't
of
blame
those
the offensive. That's one.
six of those
Number
9
two, Jay.
sacks are on the quarterback.
Yeah. Number two, Jay, this offensive line, I believe I heard them say, is the only line this year who hasn't missed a game, who hasn't had a player had to come in and
Wow.
start. The 5 guys have been intact for all 6 games, and we never get that as the Jets. So it's not even the O-line anymore.
Wow,
and
and
when
look-
when my
And
hold
look
on
how
a second, Jay.
been.
When my
look
when my
how
hold
many
on a second,
games we've
when
won.
my
Look how many games
that's
we've
not
won.
because of the O. But you're blaming the O-line, coach? That's not the O-line.
No, but I'm saying, what does that mean? It doesn't mean anything. It's
What does what
about
mean? The
winning
O-line?
games. It's about winning games. And
When your O-line,
look, they're all line, the same O-line altogether. Oh, so they must
You
be
gotta,
kicking.
you gotta
No,
have
they're
the
0
right
6.
pieces
hold
in
on.
the
They're 0
right
6.
spots.
They're 0 6.
The point I'm trying to make with the line is, I know they're 0-6, but they're given. It's not like the quarterback doesn't have time. Rodgers didn't have time when he was here. This kid has time. 3.5 seconds is more than enough time.
And he doesn't know what to do with it.
And hold on a second. When Chipman, my God, has to come out and say, well, maybe we have to give him 6 seconds. I don't know if he's trying to protect this quarterback or just trying to say, what else the fuck we have to do to get this kid to throw the ball? Like, I don't know anymore.
Has there been any mention of a QB change? Or is
No.
it no?
No, he keeps saying he's sticking with him. What do you see that he's sticking with?
He jumped on a reporter for even implying it.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and he went after the same reporter again for asking the question
Yes.
after he said, "Now that you slept on it, what's your?" He went
Yeah.
after him again.
Yeah.
Because he's got no correct answer. So what
No,
Come on,
do?
man.
You get
Come on, man.
defensive.
What kind of question is that? Come on,
Yeah.
man. What question is
Are you
that?
guys playing a home game?
yeah, we played the
Sunday, yeah.
Panthers.
Yeah.
So all right, you guys have a great chance of winning. What will it be like after that game? Say you guys win. Say you guys win. Are they going to
Yeah.
be like, here we go, we're on our roll now, we're back? Is that what it's going to be like?
Yeah. So
I hope not. I hope not.
the realistic Jet fan, like the 45, 47 and older crowd will be like, okay, it's a win, big deal. Show me next week. Show
Exactly.
me next week. But then you got the 30-year-olds and the 20 years like, all right, we could do this. Why can't we win 10 in a row? Can't we be
Exactly.
the team to win 11 in a row?
And
Because
then
it's
you'll
never
have
happened
and
in
then you'll
Jet
have the
history, and
guys.
it's not going to happen now.
Then you'll have the fans that say, "Great, you won. You just blew the first pick in the draft."
Yeah.
Round pick, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, say they win. How do you think he's going to be at his press conference post game?
You want to know how I think he's going to be? He's going to act like
Arrogant.
he knew it all along. That yes, arrogant. He's gonna like you see. Told you Fields is the man. You just had to be patient. I told you he was gonna turn it around. And this is why I said, Jay, when we first started and you came on, I said everyone's talking about how great this defense looked. Show me it for a second week. Show me it for a third week. Don't show me it one a flash in the pan and now next week Carolina's gonna put 40 points on
Yeah.
you. You know.
And
And
do
we
me a
talked about how
favor.
good the defense.
Do me a favor, defense. If by some miracle of God we are winning the game and they get a final drive, can you make a stop against Carolina
Yeah.
and not let them come
Yeah.
all the way down
Get
the
off the
field
field on third down.
and either kick a field goal or, with our luck, punch it in? We'll be ahead by 5 and there'll be 30 seconds left and
Yeah.
they'll punch it in for a touchdown.
Well, do they start playing prevent like every other team
Oh, well,
does?
yeah, of course. Yes.
I could never understand that.
Freeman. This is the only team where, and listen, I know it happens to other teams, but this is the only team that you could watch every third down, 3rd and 5. It doesn't matter. There's going to be a receiver wide open because someone's blown the coverage. Someone's blown it. This is what I'm saying. There's no football high IQ on this team. There's no intelligence. I don't, you know.
There are some plays, Jay, where we look at the field and you see the receiver for the other team, and there's not one of our guys within 10 yards of him. All the way around. All the way around. No, like he's just wide open. And what kills me,
after missed tackle.
It'll be the 4th time that they've run the same play, and he's still wide open.
They still can't figure it out.
And he's still wide open.
It was the Dallas game when they ran this screen and Greg Olsen, this is what's like, we have to hear these announcers who they just fly in 2 days before, they sit in a meeting, they think they know it all, but they're right. I heard Greg Olsen say, and they still can't stop it. This is the 4th time in a row they're running that play, and they still can't stop it. Teams are not even, disguising their setup anymore because it's just so easy. Yeah, it's so easy.
So is it a coaching thing where they don't make adjustments, or is it the players can't get the job done? Or is it both?
Jay, you're a football guy. Do you know?
A little bit of both.
Yeah, but Jay, let me tell you something. You're a football guy. I don't know if I throw his name out there, you're going to even know him. Maybe you will. Our defensive coordinator is Steve Wilks. Steve Wilks had no success anywhere he's been.
Yes, I remember him.
Yeah.
I do.
He sucked as a head coach. He was not as a defensive coordinator. What was Aaron? I don't even think Steve Wilks was working last year. What did Aaron Glenn think this was the guy I want to run with?
See,
he wanted a defensive coordinator that could also had head coaching experience and could be like an assistant head coach. I remember him saying that.
So, okay,
why didn't you go hire Rex?
Yeah. So instead, we got Aaron Glenn and Steve Wilks, Lou Costello and Bud Albert. 2 coconut, boom, come on.
But at least they were funny.
Yeah, exactly.
So see, so who's your GM?
Moji,
Moji. We got him from Denver.
Moji.
That seems to be because same he like I mean you know how I am. Tomlin has his guys, and it's the same thing over and over again. Well, you're allowing Tomlin to bring these guys in. What do you
Yeah.
think's gonna? You think anything's gonna change? So
And that's probably, and there lies the problem. There lies the problem. If you fire Aaron Glenn, you got to probably fire this GM too. And
well, it
now
seems
you,
like
so I don't know. I don't want to keep you too much longer, but I don't know where they go. I
Because
don't know. It's
then you
almost
got
to the
to,
point where
and if you keep the GM, then you got to find a head coach, or he's got to
I
find a
want to
head
work
coach
with him.
that they can work
Yeah,
together.
yeah,
The carousel
yeah.
goes around and around and
There's a
around.
few things. Yeah. So there's a few things again. They're probably silly to people, but I think a couple of things is the Jets are going to stick with this tandem of Glenn and Moji for at least 2 more years. Because Woody's going to see if this ship gets built the way they're talking, which is going to suck ass if they don't get this built. But there's a lot of like bad juju with this team. Like I said it, Woody, you got to move this team. Bring them back to Long Island. Bring them back to Queens. There's places to build it. You need to get out of MetLife. You're not. There's something. That's not. And I'm being somewhat facetious, but that's not working. The uniform. Change the uniform. New colors. New something. Maybe even change the name. There's just too much dirt on this organization. Like even college kids now, they come in, and these are good college young kids. They come in and they put on that Jet stuff, and it's like they just become numb. They
yeah.
forget how to do everything. I just don't get it.
I hear what you're
I
saying.
just
I hear
don't
what
get
you're
it.
saying, but what about the Rex era? What about the Parcells era? We won. It was the same uniforms, and we played in the same stadium. It's just we had people that knew what they were doing.
So
Kevin, hold on.
Would Rex come in as a head coach
Yeah, he
and
would love to.
GM?
That's no
Would they
question.
have
He would love.
to have him do both?
Yeah, so love to come in. But Kevin, you say we won. I get it. Bill Parcells was 8-8, then he was 11-5, took us to the AFC Championship. We shit the bed in the second half, and he wound up leaving us. Okay, Mangini was here. We had 3 good years with him, 1 playoff year, and then his message got old. He was running it like a communist. Everything had to go through him. Everyone was tired of that, so he had to go. Herman Edwards, 2 good playoff years. Then they ran him out. Like you're saying, we won, but we're a 64-year-old organization and we only had 14 winning seasons. That's bullshit.
Well,
That's bullshit. The Steelers
well,
had 14 winning
and
seasons in
I'm
the
going to
last
tell you
14
why.
years.
I'm going to tell you why, because you keep hiring people that don't know what the fuck they're doing.
But
You keep
again, I
rinse and
understand
repeat,
on your
rinse and
owner.
repeat, rinse and
It's on your
repeat,
owner.
rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat.
But that's what I'm saying. So Woody's got to either sell the team, change the name of the team, get out of MetLife. We were better when we were in Shea than we were in MetLife. Get your own ballpark, get your own identity. I don't know. Like I'm drawing at straws, Jay, because I've always said I don't care what color the uniforms are as long as you're
Yeah.
winning. But when you have the stink on you, it's like when you get sprayed by a skunk. If you don't take the proper bath, it's not coming off. And this green and white that they wear, this Jet name just stinks. It's tired. It's boring. And when guys come here and you get on a 2 or 3 game losing streak, you're like same old Jets, same old Jets, same old Jets. That whole Jet name, color scheme, everything's just got to burn. If you're going to build it from scratch, then let's rebuild it as the Titans or the Eagles. Change the name to something. I don't know anymore.
We're in that same boat. The only difference is we win. Where the Steelers have that winning record, which is what keeps every good.
It's about
But to
winning
me,
games.
the fans that are 45 and up see that it's stale. You're doing the same thing over again. You're becoming mediocre like every other team in the league. That's the standard now. Okay, he
Well,
had a winning record, 9-8. Let's just do enough to make the playoffs, maybe, then lose, and we'll tack on another 3 years to the coach. You guys, it's the other way. It's
See, it's
I mean,
like
I
the
don't know if that
beginning of
makes
the
any
year.
sense to you guys.
It's,
no, I know what you're
it,
saying.
it's like the beginning of the year when we were talking. This was back in the summer. And you said you just want to see them be competitive, right? I said, I
Yeah,
want to win
yeah,
games. I want to go to the playoffs. I'm tired of this shit.
That's the point. That's the point of having
That's
a
why
football team. Making the
yes,
playoffs, winning the Super
thank
Bowl.
you, thank you,
Yeah.
thank you.
Listen, I agree with both of you, but I didn't expect Glenn to come in with this team
No,
that we
nobody
had
did.
and right away be 10-7 or 11-5. But what I wanted was 27-24, one play short. All right, we're
Right.
gonna get better. I wanted to see us climb this ladder.
Improve
Jay,
as the season went on.
if you tell me we were in every game but a play here because we're learning and we were 3-14, I could live with that. But this team is not learning. They regress big time, and every week it gets worse. It's 6 feet under. Like
And
there's 6 feet under, then there's a bunch of crap, and then there's the Jets.
you listen to the coach, and like you're saying, learning. We're learning. These guys have been in the league 4 and 5 years. What do you
Yeah.
mean they're learning?
But you
What
still
are
need
they
to learn.
learning?
Yeah.
They haven't
I don't
learned
know.
it yet.
I don't know. This is the first year I'm really pinning everything on the coach because when I see the Chicago Bears first time coach, they're 3-3. I
And they
see
came from the same organization. And they came from the same
Yeah.
organization.
and he's winning with Khalid Williams, who everybody thought might have been a bust. That's another thing. Like the Jets brought in a quarterbacks coach named Charles London. I never
No, me
heard of
neither.
him. I know, yeah. He played football. We've been screaming for years, Jay. We've been screaming for years. Who's ever the new coach, bring in a Kevin Mawai. And let's shout out to Kevin. Hope he gets better. He needs a kidney
No,
transplant.
Yeah.
Hopefully, bring in
Mangold, Nick
man,
Mangold,
that
Gold. Yeah.
Mango. Yeah. What did I say? Did
Mawai.
I not say Mango?
No,
Oh,
he
sorry,
said
sorry.
Mawai.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I meant Mango. But anyway, bring in a Mawai to coach the line. Bring in a Chad Pennington. The guy was a Rhodes Scholar at Marshall, graduated 4 point something.
Smart.
Let him be the quarterback. They don't bring anybody from the old organization. And Mango, before he got sick, was screaming to take the job to help out. They
So
do none of
Woody
that.
seems to be the issue. It's Woody.
It's got to be Woody. The other thing, Jay, before I let you go, do you find it odd? And I know somebody who's a Detroit Lion fan. I'm going to try to get him on here. Do you find it odd that Aaron Glenn left Detroit and only one player followed? If he was that good of a coach and that smart and a brilliant football mind, and the guy who came here was on the offensive side of the ball. He didn't even bring any of his defensive players.
Guys.
Like when
Yeah.
Rex came here, he brought Jim Leonard and he brought Bart Scott and he brought some of his guys to coach on the field. And Aaron Glenn brought shit.
Even Parcells, Pepper Johnson.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, he brought guys here. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
yes. Dave Meggett.
I didn't. Yeah,
Oh my
and Jay,
God,
I
yeah.
think about that 6 weeks ago. But now I'm trying to think, why is he such a bad? And then I'm starting to think now, he didn't bring anyone. Nobody on the defensive side of the ball wanted to come to him.
Probably couldn't wait for him to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And who did Parcells bring here?
To follow Rex.
Who was the most important? Who's the most important player Parcells brought here? Curtis Martin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Curtis Martin,
who followed him from New England.
Yes.
And to me, Jay, it took me a couple of weeks to realize this. I should have thought about this earlier. It's a big red flag to me that nobody came from his defense.
Yeah.
He brought in one offensive player.
Jeez. Well, like you said, they were scoring 40 points a game, still giving up 20. Maybe they knew he was the issue. Get him out of here.
Yeah,
when your offense has that kind of lead, you tell your defense, pin your ears back and go get them.
Yeah.
And
so
Jay,
playing defense is easy when you got a lead.
The Lions brought in new coaches, and they haven't missed a step.
Yeah.
They haven't missed a step. And now the OC, the Lions OC, who is now in Chicago, got the Bears at 3-3. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but they're moving in the right direction. They might
Direction,
not
yeah.
make the playoffs this year, but you see a different Talib, a different offense. They're moving the ball, dinking and dunking and passing. The defense is pinning their ears and playing like the guy's possessed. And here's Aaron Glenn and run, pass,
Winless.
No
Winless.
pass.
creativity.
Yeah, yeah,
Here's Aaron Glenn.
That's crazy.
yeah,
Winless. Winless.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah,
To me, I don't know if I was a GM and I would stick with a guy that's 0-6 and then 0-9, then and then again, especially if they're not if it's going to be the same boring thing, they're going to call for this guy's head.
yeah.
Plus,
So I don't
plus
know.
when
He
I
says
see
he's going to stick with them.
plus when I see decisions like I saw in this last game at before the
Yeah,
half and at the end, it makes me go,
Yeah,
I
"Whoa!
know. I
What did
sat there
I
going,
what
"Oh
what did
my
I
God,
hire
these
here?"
guys are bad."
yeah, yeah, exactly. And the fact that our owner didn't come out and say diddly poo,
Yeah, what does
I
that
don't
tell
know.
you? That's
I
a
don't
little
know.
scary.
I don't know. Anyway, Jay,
Well,
thank
Wait,
you for
one more
hopping
thing.
on.
we
Go
wish
ahead.
One more
you
thing.
and the
Yeah, go for it.
Steelers and Aaron and all those guys
Thank
good
you.
luck.
Yeah.
Gustafson on Instagram. He's got a new band called Painward.
Okay.
Really?
And I asked him about it. I asked him about it today, and he said, I said, any update? He goes, I'm still working on it. I'm still moving along on it, and he wouldn't tell me anything else.
Okay.
So I saw you with the
It's under
Field of
wraps
Fire
right now.
today. So
Come
so
on, Jay.
Yeah.
He's 40 years old today. 40 years old
Can
today,
you
yeah.
and it's
imagine?
still, yeah.
I was
Not,
14. I was
yeah,
14 years old when that came out
yeah,
and blown away. Just
yeah.
blown
And,
away.
and you want to know something, Jay? I'll fight anyone. I love Overkill. Like you see all my posts with them. I have all their records. I'm sure you do too. Maybe not. I know you're, but nothing beats those first four albums. And
Nope.
I don't care how many great drummers they had. Rat Skates will always be their best
The
drummer to
guy,
me.
yeah.
Jason Biden is great. Everyone else, Sid Flack was good. Rat Skates was the like. Anyway, that's my Overkill. I don't. We can talk
What
forever.
I can
at,
talk.
Sid played drums at Ramapo that time in 1990. Yes, Sid was the
Yeah,
drummer.
Okay.
yeah.
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 Yes.
So
Yeah.
Hey, what did you guys I don't know if you guys heard the New Testament. I was not a fan of it. I don't know.
Really.
Yeah, I listened to it and I don't know. I think the other guitarist, Eric Peterson, was lending his vocals too. And I don't know, it just to me it didn't fit right. Just let Chuck
it
sing.
sounds we
Mm.
it sounds weird, doesn't it? It sounds
Very.
weird to me.
And
The vocals.
and
Okay.
and to me, I don't know about you guys, but we grew up hard rock, heavy metal.
Yeah.
And to me, when the thrash scene came out, that just blew me away. That was it, hooked. And all these bands, okay, Metallica did the Black Album. They evolved, which I still don't buy. They didn't evolve. Like all these thrash bands, they're just why aren't they putting out thrash albums anymore? Where you put out 8 songs and all 8 songs are thrash. They're not. They're putting out these mid-pace songs, and I'm listening to this going, I don't know. Go back to what you did when you first started. Throw an
Yeah.
album like that out there. You guys have made the same album the last 5
Listen,
years.
never
It
forget
just
where you came.
I don't get
Never
it.
forget where you came from. Never forget where you came from.
Exactly. And man, it's ever since Slayer called it a day, it's not the same. But I mean,
Yeah.
like even with them, their albums, you have 3 or 4 good thrash songs, and then they try to go like the heavy mid pace, and it's like, come on, guys, do what
Jay,
you hip.
Jay, I'm glad. I'm glad you brought this up. Again, we could just have a metal night one night because everyone on X is everything Slayer, 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 and I don't. I like Slayer, but I think after the first 5 albums, like Metallica, it all crashed. Now, am I wrong
A
in
hundred
thinking like
percent.
none of those other albums grabbed me the way the first 5 did?
To me, it was. I'm a Lombardo guy. I think the
Yeah,
guy's just God.
Yep.
When
Yep.
he
Me
came
too.
back on that Christ illusion, it was like, all right, this came. But seeing those guys live is what separates them. Because when you go to a Slayer show, I mean, you're scared shitless. It's like
I understand.
you just sit there and you watch the crowd, and you're like, oh my God. Did you guys watch that Black Sabbath thing, the last
Yes,
show with
yes,
Ozzy?
yes, yes.
I'm
I
watching this
streamed it.
and
I
I'm watching Tool play and I'm going, this is so fucking boring. What is going on here?
Yeah.
Slayer comes on next. You could just feel it. There were five circle pits going on at one time,
listen.
and it
Slayer
was
owned
their
the night.
energy.
I know it was about Ozzy, but Slayer owned that day.
Yeah.
But to
Slayer
me,
owned
that's
the
what
day.
separates Slayer is their live energy.
You
Just
know, I
I heard,
I get all that, Jay,
I
but you
was
were saying
I was
how you
listen.
were.
I was streaming the concert. Okay, Slayer came on. I had it going through the stereo. I cranked that
yeah,
shit
so
up.
did I.
Stood right in front of the
Yeah.
TV. That was it. They
I,
could have been the only one that played, and the day was complete.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would have been great. And listen, I know they're great live. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I felt like those first five albums, every song was great. After those five albums, like it was two or three good songs. And maybe it's just
Listen,
me, you know?
Metallica,
Same way
first
with
three or four
Metallica,
albums.
same
Megadeth,
way,
first three, four albums.
same thing
Testament,
with Megadeth. But I never
all of them did it. All of
But
them.
I, but Jay, I never felt that way with Overkill, and I'm not a big horoscope guy, but even that album is better than anything Metallica's put out after the Black Album, or anything Megadeth's put out after the first four or five. Like that's just me. I'm an Overkill guy.
Metallica
See, I'm biased because I'm a Bobby G guy, so I'm always my heart's gonna stay with him. Uh, that's just how it is. Like to me, it wasn't the Overkill I knew.
I
It
understand.
totally changed.
Yeah, no, I
yeah,
get it.
yeah.
I get it. I get
I
it.
don't know.
I don't know. So I mean, look at the solo on the song "Feel the Fire." I mean, to me, every album he has an epic solo.
Yeah,
Elimination,
yeah.
friggin' "Below from the Gutter." Those solos, and then his riffs. Just I don't know. He
Elimination.
blows me away.
How about guys? How about Shred?
Oh, Shred. Yeah. And Drunken Wisdom.
Yeah,
When he just starts wailing on that one
yeah,
part, it's like, oh, I remember this, I mean, 15, 16 years old going, holy shit, this is
yeah,
it. This is
yeah.
what I've been, this is
I
this is
agree.
the stuff.
I agree.
You
I
know what
must have
song's
saw
got it?
them. Go
You know
ahead.
what tune's got a you know what tune's got a great riff that I love? Head first.
Yo,
Ah,
yeah, that's awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's awesome. That whole album, Under the Influence, was a great album.
Jay, do you know Kevin's band, Hostile Rage?
He told me about it. We talked about it, but I
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah,
Okay.
go check it out.
You
Go
guys,
check out Kevin's stuff. Like the boy can sing. Like go listen, and they put on a great show too. Go
is it
check
on
out his
YouTube?
music. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go check
Jersey
out
guy.
On the Rampage, Hostile Rage on the Rampage. Go check it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I will.
They come from that Jersey school, Overkill around that same time. Hades, Slaughter,
Did
Yeah,
you guys know
Slaughterhouse.
the Old Bridge guys?
The
Say that
militia,
again?
Old
Did you
Bridge
guys know
militia.
the Old Bridge militia guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man.
Listen, like I said, Gustafson's last show, we played with him. That was his
Yeah, I
last
do
show with
remember you
Overkill.
telling me
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. So
Oh man,
we
see,
play.
where I grew up in Boston, the scene wasn't as big as New York and New Jersey. We had a small scene, nothing great, but wasn't what like you guys had.
Mm,
Nuclear Assault,
I get you.
Oz
Yeah.
Nuclear
Rocket.
Assault, Overkill. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
we didn't
we
really
played with all the we played with
Did
all
you guys
the
ever hear a band out of Boston called Wargasm?
Yes.
Yes.
The
Yes.
brothers Bob and Rich
Yep.
Spielberg. Do you remember those? They were
Yeah.
all we
Yep.
really had. And I remember that I saw them at the Channel in Boston. And I used to love going there. And they just
Nice.
blew me, never heard of them. They blew me away. It was freaking
Wow.
awesome. They played with
Nice.
Fate's Warning and Death Angel. It
Yes,
was
War
Nice.
Fate's,
Yes.
Fate's
Wow.
Warning didn't belong there. I don't know what they were doing there.
Yeah.
But wait, when you saw, was that in the 80s when they still had Watch with them, where they weren't totally progressive, but they still had that harder feel to them? Was Arch the singer, or was Ray Adler singing with them when you saw them? Do you remember?
It was Bob, Rich, and Yeah, the original singer.
Yeah, so they
Yeah.
were still a little metal, yeah, like they were still finding that way to that
Yes.
progressive sound that was coming. But you
Yeah.
saw them at a great time.
It was
Wow,
the first time I ever like that was the first time I ever heard them, and it was like,
wow,
holy shit, this was fucking
nice,
awesome.
nice,
Good
awesome.
stuff. Good
Anyway,
stuff.
Jay, thank you so much. Open invite anytime. You know that. Thank you for
It's
coming
nice.
on with
Hey, thanks
us.
for having me. We'll
Nice.
do music tonight. I love you guys.
Yeah,
Always have a
love you too,
Nice to
blast.
brother,
have
man.
it's nice to have a guy come on that actually has a winning.
Yeah. Well, you know what, Jay? As long as the Steelers play good, we'll try to have you on like once a month, and you can give us a Steeler report, and we'll
That's
talk.
fine.
Yeah,
Yep.
Just
because
let me know.
Yeah.
we can think of it as like what could have been this year for us if we would have if we would have kept the quarterback. So
What could have been. Now that you guys got your wall.
we
Yeah.
can lament like we do about Sam and Aaron, and that doesn't matter.
Telling you, it all starts with the offensive line.
Yeah.
I guess you have to have somebody behind it who's smart enough to do something with it.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Exactly.
I saw
All right,
Callahan got
gentlemen.
left. Maybe we'll get Bill Callahan back. Go get Bill
Yeah. Who
Callahan.
knows? Yeah. Tennessee fired their
Yeah,
coach the other day,
He's a
yeah.
he's a
and the O
college
line.
coach.
Yeah.
He's a college coach.
Yeah. You're right. You're right.
I don't know about him.
Yeah. Anyway, Jay, thank you so much. You're the best, brother. Talk to
All
you
right,
later.
gentlemen.
Have a
Talk to
good
you
one,
guys
Jay.
later.
Yeah. Be good.
Too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot your video. I'll shoot you a video. I'll send you a video in the message.
Yes.
All right.
That was cool, Kev. Love having guests on. We're gonna have one
Yes.
in about 10 days.
Well, like I said, it's nice to talk to a guy that actually has something to be happy about with the football season. So
No, but you know what, Kev? So people don't think it's just us. You see, he watched one game and didn't know what he was watching. I couldn't believe what he was seeing. So if people think we're talking out of our ass or we're just talking to
Thank
yell
you.
and scream, he kind of solidified everything we've been saying on how stupid this team is.
How can you watch this and like not see the stupidity?
No, exactly. Exactly. Agree. Agree. Anyway, anyway, brother, this was fun. I will talk to you
Before we
over the
go,
weekend.
before we
Yeah.
go, give me your score.
You know, I forgot to tell you, when I woke up this morning, there was something in my bones that made me feel good. Like I felt like this could be the win. But my brain is saying no, they lose a heartbreaker 24-20. And me and you were talking about this bonehead play and that bonehead play. Panthers 24, Jets 20.
23-19 Panthers.
Okay, so we're both the same in the ballpark with that.
Yeah.
All right, my brother, always good. I will talk to you tomorrow.
Have a good one, everybody. Enjoy the game Sunday. And man, can we get a damn win?
Yeah.
Can you at least give us something to watch on Sunday?
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
All right, guys. We'll talk to you all later. Have a good weekend. Shut up. Talk to you later.